Oh, you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol at Big Cat Rescue, and today I am going to follow along as Angie Gabor gives out the evening meds and snacks. Right now she's dealing with a cougar who is with us temporarily and making sure he gets his evening meds, but he doesn't like to be watched. Sundari doesn't care, do you? You don't care if we watch. Hello, Brittany Mira. I'm playing Brittany tonight. Do you guys hear that? That's thunder. I'm so excited. My weather app says it's not going to rain, which is a shame because we really need the rain, but hey, thunder is a good start. Hey, Beth Ann. Hey, Jacqueline and Trisha. Sundari just got her evening meds and snacks. Now we're going to have a long drink. If you guys missed it earlier, Cinder and Ash were released out into the intensive care bobcat rehab section, which is the small section of their outdoor enclosure. Their outdoor enclosure is something like, 4,200, 4,600 square feet. And the first section that they go in are 2 rooms that are 10 by 10 and short so that they don't climb up the walls too high and hurt themselves. And it was their first time to be introduced to each other, so they were running around and chasing each other and playing in the water bowl and dumped over the water bowl. Had to go back out and fill the water bowl. The little baby Pebble is not doing well. She's been having to get sub-Q fluids all day, and she's had to be on a heating pad. And the vet prescribed sugar water because she wouldn't eat. And she's been acting really neurologic. So we're really concerned about her. She's going to be in intensive care all night with Jamie. So she'll have somebody looking after her. Was that yummy, Centauri? That was so yummy. Man, I love evening meds and snacks. Yeah, those bobcat kittens, Cinder and Ash, they are so adorable. They've been chasing each other and wrestling and splashing. I'm almost thinking those guys need a pool. Deb, thank you for posting Pebble's story. Penny, what a nice surprise that you're here too. Of course you're here. We do not have any information on the snap test. I'm not sure that they actually did it because I'm thinking in her weakened condition they didn't want to pull any blood, but I could be wrong. I think they want to stabilize her first, but I'm not part of the rehab team, so I don't really know. And Karen, I was talking about Pebble not doing very well. She's the baby that was brought in yesterday. She only weighed about 1 pound, and she was extremely dehydrated and starving to death. And she ate a chick on the way back from Punta Gorda, so we were all really encouraged about that, but she just doesn't seem to be able to process it, and so she's just been doing horrible all day. But the last 3 times that Jamie dealt with her, she felt like there were tiny little improvements that could make us hopeful, so we're going to keep on and we'll keep you guys posted. Liz, thank you for being a supporter, and Melinda, thanks for being a top fan. Karen, glad you love the cats. Alyssa, thank you for being a supporter. From Australia and South Wales. Wow. Gloria, thank you for being a top fan. Debbie, Pebbles is a baby bobcat that we rescued yesterday. She had been orphaned or separated from her mom for some period of time and was really in bad shape. Oh, for goodness sake. We missed Angie. Oh, no, we didn't. That wasn't Angie's cart. I saw a cart going away with somebody in a purple shirt and thought she had passed us by. All right, we'll come back and stare at you for a little longer. You're all we need to see anyway. Boy, for any of you guys who have the Oculus Go or Oculus Quest, the headsets, you have got to check out some of our most recent Big Cat briefings. Every day I do a Big Cat briefing, and I post it both on YouTube and on Facebook because people who have the headsets can see those 3D videos there. And I got some just spectacular footage of Perfection the Ocelot. Looks like you could just reach right out and touch her. And I posted one today of Moses and Bailey. And there's some beautiful footage coming up that you guys are going to see soon of Keisha Tiger. And it looks okay on a phone or on a desktop, but man, when you put that headset on, you are just in the scene with them, and it is absolutely stunning. We are going to be doing a live showing of a movie that's going to be running the circuit at Sundance and all of the, or not Sundance, well, it might be at Sundance, but I know for sure it's going to Jackson Hole. And it's called Hidden Tiger by Sam Stagg Productions. And they're coming to do a showing just to our volunteers and our most intimate supporters. And so we're going to be doing that Saturday, June 8th, at the Marriott right next door. And we have a Facebook event set up for it, and we're trying to get exact numbers. We're really limited in the number of people that can be at that because of the size of the room for viewing the video. But if that's something where you're in town and you can go, only put your name on the list if you're absolutely going to go, because we don't want you to take up a spot if you're not, for somebody else who actually is planning to be there. Alethea is doing much better. Her keepers have been sitting with her, and once they sit with her for a while with her food, she'll come over, and she's really liking the whole prey. The guy who had her before us said he had started her out on whole prey, but it was so expensive he couldn't keep it up. So she's very happy to be back at a place where money is not an issue and she will get the food she wants. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you can't use the headsets because of depth perception problems. I actually have the same issue. I have a very difficult time with depth perception. And to make it even worse, because of my eyesight, I wear one contact lens so that I can read and the other contact lens so that I can drive. So they're both different, which means my vision is always kind of like weird. And when I put that headset on, it just exacerbates it. But even with that, it's still just so amazing to see these cats in 3D. I really am loving that format. It just makes you feel like you could reach out and touch them. Sandari, they're saying that you're pretty. Yeah, they're saying she's pretty. See, she's pretty and she's clean. She's having a bath. I haven't had to hold this camera still for such a long time. I'm out of practice. Yeah, I think Alethea has turned the corner. She's eating okay. She's getting more comfortable. Who was that whispering? Somebody was whispering. Penny was whispering. Tell them about the 99 cents a month. So one of the problems that we have with Facebook is that even those of you who have said, I love Big Cat Rescue and I want to see it first in my news feed, you've checked all the boxes and Facebook still isn't showing you our stuff. They're not sending you notifications. And so many people have complained about that. So Facebook came out with something recently called fan subscriptions. And what they do is they allow you to subscribe. We could set up an amount per month for each person to subscribe with the promise that they would get our videos that we post just to those special fans who are supporters. And so you'll also see some people, by their name, it'll say top fan, and others will say supporter. So top fans are the people who are commenting and liking and sharing our videos the most. And by doing that a lot, you end up being a top fan. So we're rewarding top fans by giving them some content that nobody else gets to see. And for those who are signing up, we decided to make it 99 cents a month. That was the cheapest that we could do it. And so it's $12 a year. But for that 99 cents a month, you get a bunch of extra content that nobody gets to see. And the main reason that we're doing it is to hopefully let you see our stuff. And so we're really hoping that since Facebook came up with this scheme, that once people sign up for it, they will actually share with them since they're paying to get it, and that you guys will be able to see more of our videos. So that's why we're doing it. And it's a nice benefit that it helps support the cats. I think there's probably something like 260 of you who have signed up, maybe more than that. And so each month, that's $264 or however many people it is for the cats. In fact, we just got for people who do the Facebook fundraisers, we just got a check for $25,000 from Facebook, and that was for 2 weeks in May. So they send a check every 2 weeks, and it was $25,000 just for that 2 week period in May. So, man, thank you so much, everybody who's doing that. If you guys keep that up, that's going to be like $600,000 a year. That will buy some cat food, won't it, Sundari? Yeah. That means treats and sickles and whole prey, that expensive whole prey. Marie and Mary Lou have been the keepers who have been going out and getting extra content. You guys, everybody, regardless of whether or not you're paying, if Facebook will show it to you, we're posting photos and videos all day long in live feeds like this. But for the supporters and for the top fans, we have a couple of our keepers out there gathering extra film of the cats. And the nice thing is, it's kind of a fresh voice, people that you don't hear from all the time. Nobody ever hears from Marie or Mary Lou, but because they're both so shy. But they have both just been wonderful about going out and filming the cats and then providing that content to Luana, who then posts it out to the people who are our fan supporters. Our Facebook supporters. It's not just people who are supporters of the sanctuary. I know there's been a little bit of confusion about that because like some people donate tens of thousands of dollars, and that doesn't put them in that list to get those videos because it has to be Facebook's algorithm and Facebook's little plan. So if any of you are out there that are big donors and think, man, why am I not getting this? That's why. It's got to be through that Facebook thing. But good news is it's only 99 cents a month. So if you go to facebook.com/bigcatrescue, up there at the top it'll say subscribe, and it's a big blue button, and that'll take you right to where you can subscribe. I've also had some people telling me that our foreign viewers are having some trouble. I don't know if all of them have had trouble or just some. So I submitted a ticket to Facebook today, and hopefully they'll look into that and see why it is that they're having trouble subscribing. Looks like Angie's on her way back here. So I think cats who we still have to see yet are probably Diablo and Desi and Hoover and Sapphire. Maybe Nikita. I'll keep filming till I run out of camera or daylight. Where's the Miss Angie? I saw her. She chasing that cougar around? Is that what she's doing? Yeah, Sundari couldn't take a bad picture. Oh, yeah, I could go over and see Manny, or we could look for Manny. Thank you for being so lovely. You were wonderful. You're always wonderful. I can't get as close to Manny because Manny would be grabbing the camera out of my hand. He's just a little too wild. Sally says she was fine using her visa in the UK. That is great to hear. Jamie Sapphire, you can't even tell if that cat had anything done. Her head looks fabulous. She's acting great. She's acting really nosy, as always, about her neighbors. I think the only reason that she's on the evening meds and snacks team is to deal with some of her like continuing antibiotics and stuff, but as far as looking at her or her attitude, she looks fabulous. Are you laughing? Who are you laughing at? What smells? You smell something? Probably smell how sweaty I am. Andy, we appreciate your support regardless of how you do it. Even for those who can't afford a dime, we just love you to death, and thank you very much for sharing our videos and telling people about the Big Cat Public Safety Act and making that call to Congress. I can't see your head, son. It's like, come a little closer, lady. You're being so weird. There she is. Gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. Nope, that's not her either. That is Miss Afton. Angie's still down there with Cougar. I thought you were Angie.
No. Just thanking her for cleaning up her food.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy these lives. You know what else I haven't done in a while is squatted down like this. And man, let me tell you, those muscles, they deteriorate in a hurry. What are they doing down there, Manny? You think they might be talking about you? I don't think they're talking about you. Good idea. Let's just sit here and be gorgeous. You could do that all day. Jessica says, hi, Manny. Noir says you're stunning. Yes, the stare is on, Pamela. Susan's asking what intimidating behavior Manny showed. When he went over into Funcation, he went straight over to where the guest cougar is, and he did exactly what you see him doing right here. He just walked right up to the closest spot he could get to the cougar and sat down and did this, paws crossed and everything. So he wasn't being mean, he was just being Manny, but the cougar was like, I don't know what that is. That's the most spotted looking cougar I've ever seen in my life, and he's just definitely not afraid of me. So it made him too nervous. So we had to send Manny home from vacation, or Funcation, and we put a small cat out there, which has been fine with the visiting cougar. So the cat who's out there now is Hutch. Hutch has been having a blast. He's been everywhere. Every time I come out here, he's someplace different in that cage. Ugh, the deer flies have found me. I put some patches for deer flies that you like stick on your hat. I have to stick them in my hair because I don't wear a hat. Are you testing the medications out again?
I do sometimes to wonder what would be best to hide it. My dog just went on antibiotics, and I'm like, can I have this in peanut butter? And I just kind of like lick the pill. I'm like, oh, it tastes like nothing. Perfect.
You'll do what?
Unless you want to come over here.
I'm gonna just get right here.
Okay. All right, we're going to Miss Nikki. Who hates this process? No. Hi. Gonna give some medication to Nick, our beautiful lioness.
Are you saying she hates this process?
No, not even a little bit.
She's like, food, I'm there.
Yes.
Whatever it is, whatever you got, I don't care that there's stuff in it. I just want to eat it. So
It's nice when some of them make it easy on you.
exactly, she is one of the few that makes it very easy. Her and Sapphire, which we will also see.
Yes. What is Sapphire actually getting?
Let me. Do I have her pill right here? Yes, I think she's on Gab.
Oh, so it's pain meds.
Yep, pain meds. All right, where is the big girl? And she's also getting pain meds. So she's up and in.
You know how this goes. It's time.
She's right there. I see her. Baby girl. Hi, my love. Where's the sweetest girl in the world? Yeah, you know it's coming. Yeah, you know it's coming. Oh, that look. That look of like, you will wait for me because I am the queen. Yes, sweet girl. Oh, my good girl. Yeah? Yeah, you ready? Oh, girl. Very good girl. Very good girl. Got a couple more. So gentle, my baby girl. So gentle. One more. Last one. Thank you.
Good job.
Awesome. I love it when it's this easy. Unlike Servy that spit out her pill out of a chick.
That's pretty hard to dig it out of a chick.
Oh yeah, she did. And I had it all the way down in the tummy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. At first, she had eaten most of the body, and it was like down to here. And I'm like, yeah, she ate it already, you know. No. She finished the chick and the pill was outside. One day it took me 7 pieces of meat to get her to take that pill.
It's the one that got that weighed 300 pounds.
Yeah. 7 pieces. I was like, really? Come on now. Because it's a very slippery pill. That's the problem with it. And it's what helps her with her allergy that she has on her skin. So it
Or
helps her.
mosquito allergy.
Yeah, especially in the summer that it's so bad, and she take it twice a day. And, you know, she's like, I hate this thing. She always finds it. Always. Haven't found the trick.
Maybe peanut butter.
I don't know. I think we've tried cat food with her too, and she's like, it's too right out. It's a slippery pill. It's in a gel capsule, and it's an odd shape, and it just shoots out of everything you put it in. It's terrible. I don't like that pill. Simba little Simba takes it too, but he doesn't care. He eats anything and everything. So he's like, oh, nom, 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 nom.
Oh yeah, he talks through the whole thing.
He is. He's very, very happy about anything you give him. So. Alright. Oh, there she is. Back up. Go get her over there. She's usually in her den, so glad to see her out because it's so hot.
It must be awfully cool in the dens because everybody seems to be underground.
I like that Apollo has a fan today.
Yes.
He was like, air conditioning, yes!
That picture Afton took was so cute. His little eyes were all lit up like, yeah.
He's like, all right, this is awesome.
Yeah, all the cats have air conditioned
Yeah,
dens.
I know, right? Okay. Now she is another one that likes to find the hill, but keep it in a smaller piece. She just takes it very quickly.
That bird sounds like a kitten. Oh, don't spray us.
Good girl. Oh, it's an awesome girl. That's it. You're good. All done. Let me see that head. Oh, it looks so good. I like it.
Doesn't it, though?
I like it. Yes.
Can hardly tell.
Yes. Yes, yes, you are. And now we're going to the pampered.
You say that like he was the only pampered one.
But, we have to feed him in bed every day. Give him the med in bed, all of his food upside down half the time while he is in bed. So, yeah, I know, we pamper them all, but he takes it very seriously.
I've never seen anybody who had so many pieces of Disney jewelry.
Yeah. I even combined Disney and the Steelers.
Because that's a natural.
Yes. I even found that. So, yeah, I'm a little obsessed. My wardrobe is work clothes, big cat rescue clothes, and Disney clothes. Like, that's about it.
What are Disney clothes? You don't dress up like Minnie Mouse or anything, do you?
No. No, I don't go that far, but I have t-shirt, tank tops,
Oh, okay.
I have yoga pants that have Disney on it, that kind of stuff. But I do dress up when I run the Princess Marathon and all of the other stuff. So, this year I was Belle.
And who is Belle?
Your Venture Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
I haven't had a child in 40 years, so.
Yeah, that's true. The year before I ran as Moana from the movie. So, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Running in a dress has got to be a challenge.
Yeah, but they're short. They're very short. They're like tennis dresses. All right, hands up.
Hey, Hoover.
Who we got?
Oh, there's Amanda back there.
I have to have an extra long stick for him because he likes to be fed in bed. Ah, num nums. You're on the wrong side.
Oh, that is lazy. Lazy, lazy tiger.
I told you, upside down. Totally upside down. That's what he likes. I want to lose this one. This one's heavy. Come on, handsome.
Amanda's over there pretending not to care.
And he took his meds.
Perfect.
And with him is finding the trick of making sure that the piece falls either in front of him so he can slurp it or on that side. And then he can just pull it back.
On the left side.
Yep. He likes that side. He ate really well this morning, so I'm hoping that he eats all of this today.
I'm surprised, given how hot it is, that they're eating well.
Yeah, him and Keisha both did very good this morning, so I'm hoping for success this afternoon.
Keisha's looking great.
I know, her mouth looks awesome.
I got such beautiful 3D video of her yesterday in the pool with the sunlight behind her and glinting off of the water, and Catherine feeding her off a stick. It was like, it just doesn't come any better than
That's
this.
awesome. That is awesome. And she's been so good. I mean, you know, a good day for a meds person is when they take all of their meds, but to me it's just to see them enjoy eating and, you know, being out there and enjoying their, you know, where they are, especially with a cat as old as she is.
Yeah. And who's been through so much with her high blood pressure, man. She's had some scary times.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, those are some fierce looking teeth. That's all I can see on my screen is those teeth. Everything else is dark in there.
It's like, I have very, very, very big teeth. Not that I'm using them with this food, because he's just swallowing this. See, he takes it straight back and swallows. There you go, sir. Yeah, this would be way quicker if you were, you know, outside. You're like, but why? You will fan me, slave girl. Feed me grapes.
I told Afton she should ask the enrichment committee to just make big feather fans for the cats.
I know, we should.
Have the volunteers just sitting around fanning them and feeding them
Yeah.
snacks on sticks.
Come on, baby. Oh, you're getting to that point. I know that face. Come on, have a few more. Just a couple more. That's my boy. There you go. You got it.
Deb says it's quite the talent to get that long stick in there and then get it just right.
It's many years of of practice. Many, many years of practice, especially with Mr. Hoover.
Because it's not just a matter of shoving it out there. I mean, there's like wrist inflections
Yes.
and everything going into this.
Come on, bud. And you have to position it
It's
right
like,
in the
I
right
can't see
spot.
you.
See where it falls right there. We can just slurps it right very quickly. Definitely a labor of love for Mr. Hoover.
You'll have to come back and read these comments because everybody is applauding you.
Come on, bud. He's a big one. You like this one. Come on. Oh. Right there. Good boy.
Do you know what pain meds or what meds he's on? Is it gabapentin for
This
him
is
too?
Gab, yeah. What he took today was Gab and Fortiflora for his tummy. And I actually poured all of that powder from the Fortiflora inside a pie. I make a big hole in it and hollow it out and just pour it all in, and he just slurps it. Doesn't even realize that there's powder inside.
From what I've seen with like bobcat kittens and cougar kittens, they don't seem to mind the taste of it.
No, Serby, who is super picky, doesn't mind it. And Perfection eats everything. It's the other one that we have on Fortiflora. But sometimes it's just biting into something, and you know
that powder,
that
yeah, they're
powder
like
explosion that happens, and you're like, even if it tastes good, you're like, what is that?
They didn't grow up on pixie sticks.
Exactly. I'm trying not to touch the side of your face. Okay, let's try that again. This is too thin. All right. Yeah, this one's too thin. Let's look for a meatier one. I'm gonna try the drums. You weren't so excited about drums yesterday from what I read, so try to finish these off. All right, Poopy. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get you a drum. You want a drum? No. Try it. Little. No.
It's so funny. It's chicken, for goodness sake.
He's like, nope, that's not what I want. I want the thighs. So let's see if I can make this last two little slimy ones into one that I can hold.
Wrap it around the thigh.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get him just to slurp it from the front instead of the side, because I have to maneuver it so they don't fall. Because if they fall, like, oh no, there's dirt on them. I can't eat them now. Come on, Bo. Last ones. Want to slurp it? Slurp, slurp. Last ones. There's one. They take the other one. Not my steak. Does that
Yeah,
make
because
sense?
there's always that.
Yeah. And he can be tricky like that. All right, bud.
I
This
can't
one's gonna
get
fall.
it. I can't get it.
Yeah, he's done with that one. Once he turns his head like that, he's done. But he ate almost everything. I am so excited. So this is
Wonderful.
going to be close to 11 to 12 pounds.
Wow.
Today.
That's a big day for him.
Yes, it is. I'm very happy. Very, very happy.
Is that everybody on your list? Oh. Save the fluffy for last. She's so fluffy.
Oh, I have to. Sorry.
Ugh. I haven't seen much of Priya on vacation.
She likes to prance in the morning. I love that. I was kind of bummed out that Maddie had to return home.
Yeah, people were saying, what was he doing that was so intimidating? And he was sitting there with his paws crossed. It was like he was doing that. He was
Yeah.
laying there with his paws crossed.
He was being him. I'm like, what? Look, do I scare you? But why? I can eat you. Did you see that I can eat you? He's so cute.
Yes.
I love that cat. He loves me a little too much.
He would love you with ketchup.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People on tours keep asking me, it's like, don't you feel great that he's so into you? I'm like, no, I feel terrified. I mean, yes, I feel good that he comes to me, but the intense look on his face makes it a little scary. So you gotta give him that extra respect, and you already respect him for the beautiful animals.
She's in her pool.
Oh, God. Let's go have some fun in the pool.
She dropped the last piece last night, but aside from that, she did a good job.
We will see. He's in the front.
I thought she was in that one right there. Maybe it's the next one.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Oh, she's so cute. She is so, so cute. It's like, it's hot. I need to be
You
in my
have to go
spot.
around there to get to
Yeah.
the pool.
I need to. This is so good. That's what I should be doing. Don't forget my pool. So my new kittens that I got from here, both of them each have already been in my pool.
On purpose. The Bobcat kittens were introduced today, Cinder and Ash, and they were playing in their water bowl.
Oh, awesome.
They're like, this is the littlest pool ever. Hi, Keisha. You want to do this again? Would that good girl like to eat in the pool again? That feels so good. Yes, it does. It feels good.
Hi, hi. Oh, I see there's a chicken right there. Hi. I think I might need them on. I'll still do that.
And tongs if you got them.
Yeah. Grab the chicken.
because there's the chicken leg from last night that we couldn't get out. You didn't like it after it marinated all night? Yeah, that was yuck. That was yuck. She's getting you. She's getting you a long stick. I'm surprised more of the tigers don't use their pools more frequently. Yeah, if I was a tiger, I'd be in my pool all day.
Can I get this piece of chicken? You don't want it?
Oh, that's sweet of you, Thomas. Thank you. Actually, it's all of you that make this possible. Yeah, the sanctuary wouldn't exist without all these people sharing your stories and calling Congress to protect you. You coming over? Oh, don't roll over. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I'll have that. We know Bobby Brink of Lions, Tigers, and Bears in Alpine, California, and think she's great. There's a horrible place in Florida called Lions, Tigers, and Bears, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but if it's the one in California, it's a good place. You can find out all of the accredited sanctuaries at the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, and that's at sanctuaryfederation.org. If they're accredited, you know they're good. What kind of meat is that? It's the other white meat. Yes, you're so chuffy. You're so chuffy. I don't have the food. Don't drop it. Keisha has high blood pressure, so she needs to get high blood pressure medicine morning and night.
Yep, twice a day.
And she needs a stress-free life, so that's why she's got a lakefront pool. Of course, all the tigers have lakefront pools.
Thanks. Thank you. She's a being silly girl now. You were just being silly girl. I know. I know.
Yeah, all of the tigers have at least one pool, and a lot of them have 2 or 3 pools. Each one of their enclosures is 1,800 square feet, but some of them have 2 and 3 enclosures. And then all of the big cats can go on vacation to the vacation rotation, which is 2.5 acres. They get a month out there in vacation rotation. We used to make it every 2 weeks, but the number of cats has decreased as states have passed bans and partial bans, so it's a good thing that we're not having to rescue so many cats, but that means the cats we have can have more space. Thank you for posting that link to our cages. Jamie, she came from a facility where they had shared walls. So just like this fence here, there'd be a tiger on one side and a lion on the other. And her keepers said that the lions ripped off her ear and her tail. And if you look at the stripes on her back leg, they don't match up very well. So clearly there was some trauma there.
Baby girl. I got some more chicken.
Are you done swimming? So the enclosures are joined together by these tunnels. She can pick which dens and which pool. She's got a pool over here too. She doesn't know where she wants to go. I want to lead Angie on a... Because it would be fun to make Angie chase me everywhere. Can you go through this tunnel over here? Not eating in the tunnel, that would be good. No, we're too busy. And there's her third pool. You can go play now? Was that fun? Are you gonna get it? I was gonna get it. I don't think it's gonna go through that door. An engineer, she's not. All right, thank you everybody for joining us tonight.